Welcome in, everybody, to the Reset Room. Welcome in to the Reset Room. Happy Eve of Christmas if you celebrate. Good to see everyone. It's been an interesting and a good day. Hope everyone has had a good day. Hey, Gerald, welcome in. I am Rhonda. If you haven't been here before, I am a career reset coach. And if you're like, okay, what is that? Hey, Alfredo, welcome in. I help people change jobs, change careers, level up at work, and get paid. I was just doing some work today actually, because I am working on brand deals. And I spent a lot of time today just kind of doing that. It's a quiet day. I'm home in my hometown with family. But yeah, grinding just the same and getting things done. And hey, Matt, San Francisco, welcome in. Hey, Eduardo, welcome in. And just working on that. So lots to share about that. I just learned a lot digging into the analytics part of, the platform that TikTok just gives us and putting this media kit information together. That's one of the goals that I have set. We have been talking about over the last, almost week and a half now. We've been talking about setting our goals for 2026 professionally and otherwise, like life. We've been talking a lot about AI and just the impact of work. A lot of my content lately has been about that. And it will continue to be so as I learn more. I've been in the HR space for, almost 20 years now. And, with that, have seen so much. When I came on the platform, it's so interesting. Like when you start this journey as a live host or even as a content creator. Hey, Carlina, welcome in. You have all these thoughts about what you're gonna do on the platform, and then life and nature just sort of moves you in different directions. And originally, I knew that I thought that I wanted to really build a community, particularly for women, and everything I teach anyone can use. But I was thinking more about women from the vantage point that I've just seen women shrink their ask for money in the workplace. And so wanted to really work with women to help them build that confidence to position themselves to make the ask, and then to confidently make it, and to ultimately get it. And, it's just interesting. The community is really changing. It's just really changing. So, we're just, it's evolving. For me, being a new content creator and new live host, I definitely share a lot about that journey and what it's been like. Thank you so much for the heart, me. What it's been like in my journey. So it's almost 5 months actually. On the 30th, I will have been content creator for 5 months. And 2 months on the 29th, it'll be 2 months of actually going live. And I have learned so much in this period of time with that. Just learning about the journey itself, all that is involved with that, learning about community and building community here on this platform, and just how to do that and how to do that well. Like niching down. So so one of my goals for 27, 26, like I'm fast forwarding, y'all. I'm trying to retire fast. Is really so when I think about TikTok, like content creation, I think it's great. I love it. I enjoy it. But it can really be a stepping stone to more, right? And so that's sort of where I'm looking at for 2026. And so one of the big things that I'm interested with that is brand deals. And so in order to do that, you really have to niche down. Like it has to be clear what your page is about, what you're here to do on the platform, like who you are, what you're here to do, and the community that you build, and more importantly, the impact that you have had on the platform and have. And so in starting that journey, started doing my homework, and it really required going back and reading the comments in your content to really see you want the impact, hey, this this content, this helped me, this interview tip, I got the job. Really demonstrating the impact. And so I started actually doing all of that. And then today, so I've been doing that probably for the last week, doing screenshots of just impact. And for me, that's sort of why I came here, like working in HR. Like I have a really big job in my 9 to 5 in my real life. Um, and hey, Gilberto, welcome in. And it's cool, and I like it, and I enjoy what I do, and it pays. I live in New York City, so we're paid fairly well, but there's no passion there. Like there's no real purpose in that work. And so coming on the platform kind of gave me that. And so I was excited to do that and enjoy this, and just learning so much. Hey, Will, welcome in. Learning so much more that we can do, and that we can use the platform of TikTok to propel ourselves to do more and to achieve more. And so that's sort of what's on my goal list for 2026. And one of those things is brand deals. So I started today actually creating a media list. And so if you're not sure what that is, it's basically you can go on Canva and find, hey, Born Ready, find all kind of templates. But basically you're talking about like who you are on the platform. Like my profile is pretty clear. Like I'm pretty niche down, and I probably can memorize it. My bio says something like, and think about on TikTok, our bios are a billboard. So mine says HR Pro Turn Coach, helping people change jobs. Hey, Omnique, thank you so much for the heart me. Welcome in. Helping people change jobs, level up, get promoted, and get paid. So I'm real clear about sort of who I am. I added in the words HR Pro Turn Coach to add some credibility, like what makes me, knowledgeable to be able to talk about the things I want to talk about. So I added that in there to add in that credibility. And, then I talk about GQ Live host, and then, I have a collabs email. Hey, Born Ready. I am doing good. Punching the clock. You know the drill. Working this job. Because I know I'm not going to work tomorrow. So I said, okay, let me come on for at least an hour today. And punch the clock. Because, our boss don't like you taking too many days off around here. And I was just talking about, I was working on my brand deal stuff earlier today. I got my grandkids. They gave me a little break. So I said, I had a couple hours of quiet time. Thank you, Born Ready. So I did that and was just really excited to really dig in the analytics. And so there's a couple of 4 key figures that you want to pull for yourself. You know what to say. Listen, I'm trying, and we're here. Hey, Jennifer. I'm just talking about my journey. And at the same time, while I'm talking to y'all, I'm still trying to finish this vision board. So I am working on a couple of vision boards. One I'm working on, and we did a vision board party last Saturday. And actually, I just made a live event for next Sunday because I actually go home. Hey, Levi Chick, happy Merry Christmas Eve to you too. Thank you for the heart me. This one is for the reset room, and I'm going to use it for, which is what I call our live space. For a couple of purposes. I'm trying to, in terms of TikTok and how we monetize on this platform, trying to increase. Thank you for becoming the title gifter of those roses, Born Ready. Trying to increase the number of subscribers. I have 1 super fan, y'all. And I'm excited for that one. But we need to up that number. So this vision board will become a little promo piece of material that I'm gonna put out there. Thank you for those Go Populars, Levi Chick, to encourage more subscribers. And I really want to start doing subscriber lives in January, but I need some subscribers first. They are coming. I am claiming them. I'm finishing that while I'm talking to you all. But today I spent working on my media kit for brand deals. And, me working with our cousin Chat, who was the best $20 a month assistant in America, was able to narrow down 4 categories that I want to, attract brands in. And then really looking at my content, thinking about those categories and really thinking about, okay, does this align with it or not? And then thinking about the images I wanted to put on there. So for me, I have 4 categories. The first category is productivity tools. So that would be software. I use Trello a lot, and I use some other electronic tools just to keep my life organized and to do things. So that's one category. And then tech tools and equipment. So that's computers, all the tech, because I got all kind of laptops and the MacBook and the printers and all the devices and the microphones and all the things. So looking at attracting tech brands. And then third was mental health and wellness, just because so much of what I talk about, particularly thinking about career or life resets. Oh, governess, thank you for showing up. Girl, cuz listen. It's been a day. It's been a day, cousin. For all of you that don't know, Governess is my moderator. She's also my cousin. And I never said if I was going on, if I wasn't, what I was doing. It's just been a day. But I've been so in the zone, working on this media kit. But yeah, so like mental health and wellness. And so for me, thinking about like there's so many apps out there. And I was like, oh yeah, I can definitely do some content for some app, and I believe in it. Even for myself, like I found my therapist on Talkspace. So, I'm definitely going to be pitching them like, hey, I'm a paying customer. Like, we need to work together. We need to do this. I can't even say that, but welcome in. And then the last category was just really lifestyle, and just thinking like for like the hardworking woman, professional woman, and pulling that together. But I was so excited to get into the back end of TikTok and really look at my analytics, because you have to pull a lot of different numbers to put on your media kit. So one of those numbers is like your total reach. That's going to be like all your views, just your total views. And so you go in there, and I've only been on the platform 5 months. So it wasn't, it didn't take long. You go into the settings, into your post analytics, and it'll show you the number of views. And y'all, I joined the platform July 30th, and I have 855,000 views. I was so excited. I was like, oh my God. I knew I had the one big viral video, but we don't sit around in our laurels counting our views. But yeah, I was like surprised and was like, okay, girl, you're doing a little something here. And then one of the other figures you pull are actually like all your comments, your likes and shares. And so TikTok gives you that too. And I think of that, that number was something like maybe 82,000. So of, all of those, I know, right? Levi Chick. I was like pleasantly surprised and shocked and excited, and I was really more, the 855 is cool, but I was more touched, I think, by the number of actual like comments and likes and shares, because to me, that's like the real impact. That's like someone, wanted to comment on something I said. Sharing to me is probably the biggest compliment that we can get. Hey, the Travel Diva, the biggest compliment we can get for this work we're doing, if they're sharing it to someone else that, they think, this content may be helpful for. So that was excited to do that. And then there's this other percentage that y'all, I couldn't figure out for the life of me, but Cousin Chat did. They call it I think it's called an engagement percentage. Am I saying it right? Oh, my daughter's, she's prettying it up for me. But I think it's engagement percentage, but basically it's sort of looking at all of your total views, dividing them by the number of days that you've been on the platform times another figure in there. But anyway, it came out to be 45%. And at first I was like, oh, well, darn. And only because the samples I'm looking at on Canva, their percentages were like 95 and 90. And so then I started Googling and doing some research, and they were basically saying that anything above 40, definitely for some of us that haven't been on the platform for, 6 months or less, was actually great. So I kept plugging along. So I pretty much laid it all out. I'm gonna show you all tomorrow with my daughter. Like, I'm good at just putting in the facts and the numbers, and she's the creative type, so she's making it prettier in Canva. She's the creative, so she's working on that. But I'll show you all probably not tomorrow for sure, but maybe Friday or Saturday. And so the next piece is actually working on those testimonials. So it's truly like doing those screenshots of impact statements. So that's the second piece that goes along with it, because I am gearing up to hit on January 6th. on a Tuesday. I'm ready to hit send on these emails and get them out. So super excited about that. And yeah, just like so much is just, it was just exciting. It was just a good feeling. So happy that all this data, I mean, TikTok gives us all this data because they want us to be successful here on this platform. I know it's like, listen, chapter 2026 is around the corner. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, absolutely. For whatever that is, we are trying to do. It's time. It is time. And the more I stayed in the house today, so I didn't run into any AI experiences. But yesterday's were shocking enough for me. I did a piece of content for those of you who weren't here and didn't stop by yesterday. My mom, she has some health issues, so she has the life alert, the I've fallen and I can't get up thing, that you push. And, we test the system every month. And last month, a human picked up the phone. Well, when we tested it yesterday, an AI system picked up the phone and proudly told us that it was an AI system. It basically said, it said her name. Hi, Mary. It's basically your call is being answered by an AI system with human attendants standing by if you should need one. And I was like, oh, wow. So they're doing the thing and like bold about it. I was like, okay. But yeah, we went through testing the system all throughout this computer. We didn't need any, human attendant assistance, but those were humans that used to answer that phone. And so like, where are they? Are there, full-time jobs shrinking? And that's what we've been talking about, like jobs shrinking. And even for, sort of me and my work, like that's something that I'm looking at on, Christmas break. I'm looking at AI technologies and AI options that are out there. Hey, Posh Mahogany in the house. Thank you for your heart me. That's something that I'm tasked with looking at. Like, are there true efficiencies that we can put into place? Like our fiscal year starts July 1. So we're in budget season now, preparing for that. So like, are there systems and technologies and AI Rhonda coming soon? Posh, let me tell you about AI Rhonda. That software, it's beating me down. It's beating me down. I'm going to be an AI pro, but I want to create my AI avatar. And I'm struggling. I am struggling. So I put it to the side, Posh, but I worked on my brand deal. I worked on my media kit today. Pretty much have it pretty in good shape. Worked on pricing, which was really interesting and kind of exciting. Like just to be able to put these numbers on the page, for like a social media post. I want to say I put down my minimum as like $500, y'all. Like I was like, yes. I'm claiming it and speaking it into existence. Have you done yours yet, Posh? Have you done your AI avatar yet? So what I'm speaking of, folks, and I'm gonna introduce it to my community on Friday, is that there is a new program out there for creators, and I'm gonna introduce it to the community. But part of it is actually, no, I gotta get on it. Yeah, let's see, and I use I use the one that TikTok's been promoting, Glam AI. And I love it. Like that's the one I've been using. Hi, Marsha Renee. Welcome in. Thank you for the heart me. That's the one that I've been using. And I like it. But I was trying to use the other one. And I may just, stick with what I know and keep it moving. But I was trying to figure that out. And just really thinking about the program that I'm talking about, folks. I'm going to introduce it to our community on Friday. It's just showing us and teaching us so many ways that we can use our platforms here on TikTok to propel us into doing other things. Thank you for the hand hearts, Posh. How to propel into other and multiple, revenue streams, like digital money and digital wealth is just really the wave of the future. And so getting prepared to sort of do that. So like I said, I was working on my media kit today. I'm determined to finish that the testimonial sheet before I connect with family tomorrow and get that done. I'm probably gonna stay up tonight and just get it done. And yeah, like just keep moving. There's so many things to do and accomplish. It was good. My daughter's home. The one who lives in Atlanta, she's here. Thank you. I am Marsha Renee. I just love the red rosy cheeks on that. That is so cute. Thank you so much. She's home, and she's 35, and she was actually showing me condos that she's thinking about making a purchase this spring. She's renting with a friend, and they've been roommates. They've known each other, like they went to elementary school together, so they've been roommates for years. But she's like, it's I'm 35. It's time to be a real grown up. And looking to, buy her first, her condo in the spring. And just really, and I have shared her story. For some of you may have heard it, because she too is just a living example of a career and a life reset. During the pandemic, she was working at a company, and she liked the job she was doing, but they just weren't really taking the health precautions seriously. And she was like, well, I think I may not make it if I stay here. And she quit and didn't have a plan. And, during COVID, everyone was, cleaning out closets, rearranging the houses, especially during those 3 months of pause where everyone was stuck in the house. At least in New York, we were stuck in the house for 3 months. I'm not sure about other places, but in New York City, it was really bad. She lives in Atlanta. And so she was just helping friends and their parents and do closets and this and that. And, long story short, it turned into a professional organizing business. And she is a professional organizer. She actually just came back from Hollywood last week. She ended up connecting with, we signed an NDA, so I can't say so much, but she ended up connecting with a relative of a famous person in Hollywood in Atlanta, and they connected her with this person, and she flew to Hollywood and did their house for them. So I think she'll have the clearance next week to post on social media, then I can talk about it, yeah. But yeah, that's to me, I feel like she's one of the perfect examples of a reset. She took something that she really didn't know. She didn't know, she never planned to be, a professional organizer. Yeah, you're right, Posh. Exactly. I mean, I lived in New York. My beloved died of COVID. And we've known each other since high school, and he died of COVID. So yeah, so she definitely is no, you need to take it seriously. And she did, and fell in love with something that she didn't even know would end up being her career. And it's been 5 years now, and her business is thriving, and she loves it. And like I said, she's positioned herself to be able to buy her first home, and something that she's just naturally good at. And yeah, it's just been an amazing journey, and just to watch her and to see her do it, it's just, yeah, it just makes me feel good that she learned from watching. And for me, that's the impact, that's the impact that I hope to bring here, on the platform, and being here, helping to do that. My sister-in-law brought her home to her mother-in-law. Oh gosh, Posh. Oh no. My sister-in-law brought it home to her mother. Yeah, mother-in-law. She passed away. Even with my beloved, it was actually his physical therapist. He had a stroke and was in recovery. And again, lived alone. He was upstate. I was in New York at the time. And yeah, physical therapy, coming in to do his routine session, and I mean, it was fast. The therapist came in on a Monday, he was gone that Friday. So it was rough. It was a rough time here in New York. So I'm so glad that she made that decision, and it ends up being a life-changing decision, not just for let me get away from these people in this job here, but she ended up finding something that she loves, and she is so great at it. And we're at my aunt's now. We stay here when we're home. And as soon as she walked in, my aunt was like, you need to look at my pantry. It's a mess. And I know she's done my house so many times, and there truly is a maintenance that has to happen. Thank you so much. And same to, your family. I mean, it's just, it was a rough time. I left New York for 3 years after all of that. It was just so much death. It was overwhelming. It was just stressful. And I came back upstate for 3 years and ran away until 2024. And then my boss was like, okay, all of you that flew the coop, time to bring it on back home. And, we did. But yeah, I'm so proud that she's found something that she loves, and she's killing it. She really is. And so for me, it's like, wow, like she's another living example of just doing it and doing it scared. Like I said, she quit her job, didn't have a plan. And I'm definitely not suggesting that everybody do that. But considering the circumstances, she really didn't have a choice, and she made it work. And yeah, almost it's 5 years later, and she's still pushing. That's right, faith over fear. And so that's so much like this vision board that I started. And listen, for those of you who've been around, you can be like, okay, Rhonda, you ain't putting nothing on this page in a week. So it's welcome to the reset room. I got my little subscriber button because I'm gonna use it for that, and then I got the we don't quit reset. But I at least got my centering images, and I usually start with centering images. And then sort of build around it. But this one I wanted to specifically use and really use it to talk through on my Monday lives where we talk about mindset. Because so much about, moving is just, getting unstuck. Travel Diva, so many things during the time change people's lives. Yeah, new careers. Exactly. We're born out of tragedy. It's true. And like, I know that, y'all probably gonna get sick of me talking about AI. But I feel like it is another wave that is going to come that a lot of people aren't going to be prepared for, and they're not going to see it coming, which is partly why I keep, I'm not going to beat a dead horse, but at least once a week we're going to talk about it on the lives, and I'm going to start at least teaching on some skills that, there's no guarantees on what's going to protect our jobs, right? But there's definitely things and skills that AI, a system, can't replace. And so, being able to master those will at least make you a bit more secure in the work. And it's sort of trading like the doing things to the thinking things, because that's the one thing that, as good as AI is, it can't think like a human, it can't trade, years of experience, for that human interaction. It can't. There's some things it can't do. So just really, exactly, getting folks to just think more about using more of, their different skills too. Like if you're a person that works with your hands all the time and you've done that, to begin to sort of think differently, and even in how you problem solve, and maybe even the work looks a little bit differently. And not shying away from AI, like using it. Like I use Chat and Claude. I use Claude more at work for emails. And really I use it because like I'm a direct communicator, and employees, they're a little touchy feely. And so, they want the flowers, with the bad news, and that's not my default. It's just not. So generally, like I'll write an email and then I'll put it into like Claude. Claude is a better. It's a little. Their emails are more polished than Chat. I mean, I think Chat has its purpose. Has its function. It's good for what it's good for. But Claude just makes them pretty, and then I just put in my dry to the point. These are the facts. Okay, if you don't punch in, you don't approve your timesheet, you ain't getting a check. And then, Claude spits it out with all these flowers and roses and talking about like, we really want you to understand how hard it is for us in HR and payroll to do the job we do. And we know how hard it is for you all to listen. You don't approve the time card, you're not getting paid. But I use AI for what it's for, so we take advantage of the systems that are out there and thinking about it. And even my work, like I see my work already shrinking in the field, like of HR and even in executives. Like there's a lot of fractional positions coming out and coming around lately. Okay, see, I got this little mini lamp in my showcase, but if it flips out one more time, it might have to get the boot, because it was fully charged and it just did a little something. I don't know. We'll see. But, AI is good for what it's good for. We all use it. But I want to be protected. I want to create as many different revenue streams. So I'm not relying even on this job. Like I said, my job is secure, I think. I work for a great person, but, there's going to be efficiencies even in HR. Like I was just sharing, I'm looking at HR systems that And one system I wasn't even looking for. It's our database where we do our payroll and all of our HR information. They just threw in an AI assistant that is like cutting the work. Like I have a 4-person team. Like, will I need a 4-person team in 6 months? I don't know. Maybe not. And so these are this is just really how like the evolution of the work world changing. And I think similar to COVID, I think it will be a huge impact. For different reasons, of course, but yeah, we got to get sort of prepared, and there's only so much door dashing, that we can do. And if folks aren't working, like, are you even gonna have the money to kind of do that, with work shrinking? Like I said, like even a full-time recruiter, I could easily see those jobs shrink into a part-time job by summer, not by spring, but by summer. And then a year from now, 2027 is when they're saying we're really going to see the onset. And so what I'm looking at now is looking at like, what are all the AI applications out there? Like, what do they do? Like facial recognition is easy. And I could see a use for that in our company. Oh, look at that. Did y'all see that? Is it the Ghost of Christmas Past? Playing with the light, it just got brighter. What the heck? Okay. But yeah, so we will see. We will see where this evolution takes us. But I'm prepared. I'm getting prepared. I'm doing all the things, creating digital products. I worked on a couple of those today. I want to give more, like some freebies away in my live. So I'm putting all those together to be able to do that. To just give out more information. And also, for those of you that are live creators, like it's a lead magnet. Like people come in onto your site, they download some free products, you capture an email address, you can, create a newsletter, you can send out promotions, sort of however you choose to use that. It's just one way. In my consulting world, my daughter, she works as like my part-time assistant too, because she's just a good organizer in general, even with computers and systems and files. So she told me she's used another AI system. It's called Apollo AI. It's good for sending out leads, emails. And so the way the system is queued, she has there's 5,000 email addresses in there, but you can't get blacklisted. You can't send out 5,000. So I feel like she said there's 30 emails going out every 2 days, blocking out for holidays and stuff like that. But that they've already started to go out. And what I'm seeing, I was in my back end of my website today, and so I see more visits coming to the site. So even though no one's pushed a button to sort of hire me yet, I know that, okay, the traction is coming and it's happening, and just stay in the course. So think about whatever you're good at. Like I said, my daughter just naturally was good at organizing, and it has become a business. Think about what you're good at. Can you package that into a service? If it's office related work, you can package that and market it on a LinkedIn. And like I said, if it's more hands-on work, she uses Thumbtack, which is an app. Not sure if you're familiar with it, but it's for more of hands-on. It's I found my house cleaner on Thumbtack. So it's more hands-on work, but it's a great place to get leads. So she just uses that. That's really her only marketing sort of machine, other than just word of mouth and just, getting that traction to keep business going. So definitely we got to stay busy and then keep doing this TikTok thing. For those of you with live hosts, hopefully everybody's going live. I'm here today clocking in, because I'm not going to clock in tomorrow. And you know how how our boss is over here. They want you, you start getting a little, little messages. You need 3 more diamonds to avoid losing the frag. So we got to do what we got to do. But yeah, like I said, I am just super excited for just what's coming, what's on the crest of coming. I'm calling it all into existence. And there's so many, I'm looking at some of these quotes down here. These two, the centering images that I found, this one says, don't give up on the person you're becoming. And I'm gonna, you probably can't see it with the glare. I'm gonna send this one. I'm gonna take a picture of it now and actually send it to one of my cousins. She's kind of stuck right now. She's in a place where she hasn't gotten that energy yet to make a move that she needs to make professionally, and hopefully that will do it. And this image I like. It says, do it for your future self, kind of same. I like a couple things about it. I like that she's like got her hands up raised. And even though the balloons don't have anything to really do with this, I cut the whole thing out because it's a feeling. Like when I do vision boards, it's not just about sort of the stuff. Like this one is nothing about stuff because this is the one for the reset room. So all of this is inspirational, motivational. And you know, that's generally how it happens. Like, I mean, I'm a big quotes person. I always have since I was good. I just love quotes. Hey, Tony, welcome in. And like, you just never know. Like you may read that one message that may just hit you on the right day at the right time. And it prompts you to take an inspired action, to do a thing. And so for this one, yeah, this one will start. It's just basically going to be words that, you know, have helped me and other people that I have worked with. So far, I am good. Tony, how are you? AU, I don't know. Your messages keep getting filtered. Governess, you might want to take a peek. I don't know if they're a real person or, you know, one of them VOTS or those those SCAMMERS. But their messages keep getting filtered. Hey, PC. Welcome in. Is the pool closed this week? Thank you for your heart, me. I was looking for you. Y'all. Did I tell you I'm going to learn to swim? That I am going to PC in February and I am going to do this thing. And I am so excited. And I'm truly feeling this one. Oh, look at that. Look what I just put my hands on. Can y'all see that? You can't see it with the glare. Well, I'll tell you, it says feel the fear and do it anyway. And that is me and that water. And I am doing it. I ain't gonna put my cousin on the spot because she ain't said yet is she coming with me. But yeah, so I'm excited for 2026. I just want I don't rush life because they say we definitely shouldn't rush life, but I'm just looking forward for it to get going and to like hit the button on some things and get them going. Yeah, once you get in, you won't be afraid. I know, and I think I was saying yesterday or the day before that the more I watch your content and the more I see people in the pool, and it's interesting, like watching the content, I don't necessarily feel, what do I want to say? I feel more fear. Okay, it's gonna sound real crazy. I can't even talk, y'all. It feels like more fear releases when I'm watching your lives than when I'm watching like the actual content. So yeah, I still have some things before the Lord. Oh yeah, me too. I do too. I got a week and some coins. Yes. And same here. There's still some things. I'm here this week with family, which I love them dearly, but I'll be on that train on Sunday going home. And then I have a week to me, you know, to kind of work out some things I'm trying to do. Home, even just going live, like nobody's home right now to bust in, but like the last few days, just trying to bust in between my granddaughter who is 4, who just burst in and was like, I'm back and I'm spending the night. Are you done with that tick? Well, she doesn't say TikTok. What does she say? Oh, TikTok. Are you done TikToking? I was like, she's so cute. But she is a whole lot. She is 4. Oh my God. And she is so, and I don't know what I said, something to her yesterday. And she was like, yeah, sorry, not sorry. I was like, what? You're 4. Yeah. She said, you doing that TikTok? And I was like, and when are you going to be done? Because we need to talk. And all she wanted to talk about, she wanted YouTube Kids put on the TV. Oh yeah, she was serious. I was like, because as soon as I finished, I was like, so what we need to talk about? Hannah, my aunt. Hannah doesn't have YouTube Kids on her TV. It's just plain YouTube. And I was like, oh, I didn't know it was a thing. I didn't know it was a thing. I ain't got no babies at home. So anyway, we put the YouTube Kids on, so she was fine and satisfied. But yes, and then I can go home next week and work on some things. I gotta working on goal setting, planning, and like truly putting in, and I'm doing the 12-week year. That's like the whole intensive. And And like I plan it out, like I'm such a nerd, but I plan it out on a big old spreadsheet. I have like weekly things assigned to what I want to do and to get it done. And the goal of like being successful at it, and I've used it for a couple of years, is just like not making excuses. Like whatever you say you're going to do that week, like if I'm going to say that I'm going to commit to sending 200 emails to prospective clients a week, then that has to happen. And so for me, like using systems and automation is a easy way, one, to get it done, but then I don't have to physically do anything. Once the system is set up and they're queued up, it just sort of moves on its own. So I'm definitely looking at more ways to even automate and use automation in my life to achieve the things I'm looking to do. Posh, are you still here? Let me look at the viewer's eye. Have you... Oh, she might have... Okay, she stepped away. I'll check in with her later. But yeah, so looking to just get all this done. Hey, Wendy. Have you all met Wendy? Thank you for the heart me. Okay, now I'm so excited, y'all. I've been talking about the Heart Me goals. I like how they've set up the new live goals where you have like 3 different options. I think it's good and smart for a lot of different reasons. But yeah, but like the Heart Me's, I don't know if everyone else's Heart Me's like have gone down. Mine have gone down a whole lot. I think at my high, I might have been at something like 73. And what is it saying right now? Like 49. So yeah, and I know it's just, part of developing your rhythm and being on the platform. And it hasn't been 60 days yet. The 29th PC, that's the 29th of the month. And I think if you all haven't heard that I owe me actually pushing the button to PC, because we were in her live talking about swimming and she was like, have you gone live yet? And I was like, what? No. And then I did. So yeah, so I owe that to her. I have over 100, but they don't do nothing. Oh yeah, that part too. What I've seen, and I don't know, maybe if other rooms might be different. I've been in rooms where there could be 250 people, and because I'm nosy, I go to the viewer's eye, and then you might see 10 points, for each person. So I don't know that it doesn't mean that they're active and quality engagers, so then I really think about, like they say, we should clean our lists every week, and not to say that everybody in the room that, we want them there just to, and definitely it's not even about gifting, but like if you're there, right, like if you're there, like do the free stuff, tap and share at least, at a minimum, kind of do that. But yeah, I guess it's just a forever journey. I don't know. Everyone says, like, who've been doing this a while, say that that your community and your room will change. Like the folks that are in your room will change over time. And I go into Boss Mitri's room a lot, and he talks about 3 months, that it really takes about 3 months to get your core community, and it will be your core community that pretty much, do the most of supporting. I'll have 300 doing nothing. Yeah. And so is it, because I wonder if it's this, like, I wonder, do people not know, right? Because if I think about the first time I went into a live room, I didn't know what was happening. Like with the Heart Me's, I was just like, why is that red thing keep floating on top of their heads? Like, I didn't know what was happening. It's not like you walk in a room and somebody's giving you a lesson and watch for a while. And then eventually, like if I would like give a rose or something, then I would see like the numbers changing up in, the little Heart Me box. And then it said claim. And then one day I clicked it and I was like, I don't know what this is doing, but it said claim. So, I pushed the button. So I wonder if it's that, PC. Like maybe they don't know. Okay, you tell them and come. Okay. I guess they say people just be peopling. Yeah, you tell them. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Like, hey, I mean, that is something free. Like TAP on the screen, share out the live. Like that doesn't cost you anything. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I guess that means that for us, we just have to keep engaging, keep building our community, keep making quality content, keep going live. Looking at our analytics. So when I was doing all this, putting the media kit together, what I saw today, which interesting is about like my community members in terms of like the engagers, the times of day. So originally, I did a consultation with Mish probably 2 months in. And so at that time, it said that my community members were mostly online between 11 and 1, and then 4 and 8. Today, when I looked, it was pretty much even from like noon to 8 p.m., like basically the same number of folks. So I think I'm going to try definitely next week to do maybe 2 lunchtime kind of lives and just see, to your point, BC, like just trying to, again, meet other people, like I feel like my nighttime crew is pretty consistent, and they tend to come in, and there's definitely some new folks that come in the room based on like content, because I'm watching more closely now, like the followers from the content. Hey, C-Boy. Welcome in. I'm looking at like how many followers come from. Hey, VNA. Welcome in, like how many followers come in. Thank you for your heart, me. How many followers I get from the content. So I do see, a little more traction. I took the hours out of my bio because I'm still, thank you for leveling up, VNA. Good to see you. Still trying to figure out the hour. So I just put GQ live host, and I don't really have a time in there right now. Thank you, C-Boy, for your heart, me. But yeah, I may try a couple, at least 2 of the lunchtime. PC, do you notice a difference between, because I know you do some afternoon lives and then later lives. But yeah, I just feel like I need to do a mixture of both. And C-Boy, I know you started doing lunchtime lives. Do you feel like you have more traction in the afternoon versus nighttime? Happy Christmas Eve. So yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. C-Boy, do a couple of lunchtime, because it seems like it was pretty much flat, like the numbers, like the graph, it went up at noon and it was literally flat all the way across to 11 o'clock. Thank you, VNA. Oh, I keep meaning to take a picture. Dang it. I just think it's cute. I have a picture of my phone I showed to my daughter. Remember the turkey heads? Hey, Carnita. Welcome in. Remember the turkey heads in November? And thank you for your heart, me. And then yesterday, the present with the box. Yeah, so that I got that gift yesterday, so I was able to take a picture. Morning is best for you. Okay. And Saturday is the best. Okay. I know, right? I do too, Carney. I think it's cute. It's a little disrespectful, but I think it's cute. So I do have a picture of that, and I showed my daughter. She was like, oh yeah. And she's never seen like a live to see all the things like flying around, like what's happening. Shake the head. Okay. What are they doing? Oh, are they kissing? Oh, how cute. That will give you a headache. That is cute though. Thank you. Thank you so much, Carnita. Okay, wait. Oh, I got it. Thank you. Thank you, Carnita. Governess, can you grab Carnita? She is an amazing live host on this platform. She just celebrated her 1-year anniversary as a live host. And yeah, I go into her room. She does engagement lives and learn a lot, and teaching about all the things that she's learned. She's been doing this a lot longer than I have, and some of us newer folks on the platform. Let me see if I can do it. But she is an amazing. So if you all have not connected with Carnita, please do. Oh, why is this not acting right? Carnita, can you put purple hearts in the chat? And I can grab the message. Sometimes you can grab the shared messages, and sometimes it won't let you. Oh, thank you. I should be able to get that one. Nope. Why is it? Oh, it's being so ugly today. There you go. Yes, if you all have not connected with Governess, did you pin over me? Governess, did you pin over me? Okay, Governess, I got this one, I think. Oh, Jesus. See, y'all, this is just too much. Why they got us working so hard? Okay. So frustrated. Okay. Oh, I am so frustrated. Okay, there we go. Finally, my goodness. Yes, please connect with Carnita. Just an amazing live host. Like I said, I come into her room, I learn something all the time. And you know me, I'm all about the learning too. It's an engagement live. Got real good supportive people in her room, and it's always a good time. So definitely connect with her. And like I said, learning more from all these folks and everybody in this room. That's one good thing I can say. Like, I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I pray before the live, but we don't have too many trolls don't be in here, which is it's just all good people. So definitely connect with each other, even though we ain't one of those GROW rooms, but it's all good quality people in here. And we're all in this journey together and coming in to support one another. And that's what we do. Born Ready had her first battle a couple nights ago. VNA, we are members of, we're GQ Live hosts. We're Miss Matthew recruits, so we work exactly just being quality engagers, Born Ready, and just making sure that we all succeed. We're all here for the same thing. We're all looking to win, and just helping each other do that. And that's really the sense of community. Like, that's what TikTok is all about. That's why they created this platform, and we're here to just help each other win. So I'm excited to just be a part, and I'm excited to have met like all of you. Hey, Cynthia GF. I know, like we our homeroom is closed for the next 2 days. What we gonna do? Mish told her she was taking off today. Thank you, Born Ready, for that feather tiara. She was taking off today and tomorrow. But she'll be back for Game of Thrones on Friday. So yeah, but it has been good. I am determined. I am going to. Hey, Miss Matthew, we were talking about VNA is here. We were talking about being Miss Matthew recruits and GQ Live hosts, and just helping each other in a sense of community, and that we show up in each other's room to help support, so that we all grow. We all continue. Thank you, Carnita, for being the title gifter of the roses, so that we all just keep growing and succeeded. Love you too. Love you. Yep, VNA is here. And yeah, I've been, making my rounds around our fellow community members and just helping each other so we all succeed and win together. Miss Matthew, I'm starting to prep for brand deals. I worked on my media kit today. I am going to work on my little testimonial sheet tomorrow. Getting ready for 2026. I know. See y'all fighting over the... Miss Matthew, thank you for being the title gifter of the galaxies. Yes, we are winning in 2026, Carnita. You are absolutely right. We are going to do this. And listen, and I am not a gatekeeper. I should be done with both of them tomorrow, and I definitely will share probably on Friday or Saturday, probably Saturday on Saturday's live. I'll share them, what they look like, so that you can find you a nice template in Canva that you like, create your own, make sure you're niche down so that you can attract the brands that you're looking to. And like you said, we use TikTok. It's a springboard. It's a great place for us to be here and to work and to monetize. And it can also be a springboard to so many other things. So I'm definitely, want to share what I learned as I move through the process. And just excited. That's right. Come on, 2026. We are all gonna win. Absolutely. And I am so excited. It's just been it's almost 5 months of being on the platform and almost 2 months of my live journey. So that's exciting. Oh, Miss Matthew, if you're still here, I got an email from GQ saying I need to go longer on my live. So I got to work on my structure over this next week. That I need to spend more time going live. So I'm going to work my way up to 90 minutes, then work my way up to 2 hours. So that's on the to-do list too. So I got to just figure that out. Yes, 2026 will be amazing. You are absolutely right, Miss Matthew. And if you all have not connected with Miss Matthew, she is an amazing soul, an amazing human. And not just saying that because I'm I'm one of her recruits, but I found Miss Matthew's room early on, probably 2 months in to my journey, and learned so much and still continue to learn so much For one, she has an amazing engagement lives where you can connect with quality people. And like I said, if you're, one of her recruits or super fans, her super fan live, she's teaching us so many things that how to just really be successful on this platform. She is a TikTok shop master. So if you definitely need to learn that and want to learn that, yeah, and she's live. I feel like Miss Matthew's always live. She does marathon lives, and yeah, I'm just amazed. Like, I'll go to sleep and she's on live, and I wake up and she's still live, y'all. But yeah, she is just, she's one to definitely I'm impressed and definitely admire. Yeah, just her energy and just learning so much from her. And it's just a fun time too in her room. We just have a great time and just helping each other and connecting with great people. I know, right, VNA? VNA says she is live 24/7. Seriously, it's like, Miss Matthew, do you sleep? But she is like a ball of just energy and excitement. And you feel that when you come into her room. Hey, Doc with Style, welcome in. Thank you so much for the heart me. Yeah, so God, it is just so many great and amazing people in this room. So definitely you all connect with each other. And let's show up in each other's live if we're live hosts. If not, let's get on each other's content and let's do all the things that we know to do. So Merry Christmas Eve to you too, Doc with Style, so that we all win and we all succeed and share what we learn and know with each other so that we can all just keep moving. Hey, Rodney, welcome in. So that we all keep moving and succeed. I am finishing this vision board. I am determined. There are two things I'm going to do before I go to sleep tonight. I'm going to finish this vision board because it needs to be a piece of my content tomorrow. Miss Matthew, I'm working on a vision board that's going to be a piece of artwork for my subscribers. I'm trying to get more subscribers. I only have one super fan, and I was like, I need some more subscribers. So I'm working on this vision board, and then it's going to be part of a post, of course, tomorrow. And so I'm going to finish that tonight. And then I'm finishing up the testimonials. What are they calling it? The impact testimonials to accompany the media kit for the brand deal. So they can see, the impact of, the comments of people commenting on posts like this. I have a couple that says like, this tip helped me. One person said she used one of the suggested questions I said, and she actually got the job. So like, that's the oh, Miss Matthew! Oh my God, Miss Matthew just became a super fan, y'all. Thank you, Miss Matthew. But yes, I'm determined. We're going to do this and keep moving and keep pushing. But yes, I'm creating my artwork and doing all the things. I've started recording my 3 super fan videos every month. I got a whole process and a system, and I'm ready. Let's go, family. Let's go. Thank you so much, Miss Matthew. I just try to, I learned so much from you and from other great coaches on here, and just trying to implement and do this thing right, and just to keep growing, to be able to impact. And like I was just telling them earlier, Miss Matthew, that, when I was pulling my stats for the media kit, the views are great, but more importantly, when I totaled up the likes, the comments, and the shares, and in 5 months that number was like 82,000. And for me, like, that's the impact. It's like, that's why I'm here. That moved me more than the views. Oh, thank you, Miss Matthew. You leveled up to a level 10. And so yeah, that's the thank you for saying that, Miss Matthew, but that's the impact that I want. Oh, thank you, PC. Like, that's the impact. And I was like, yes, this is it. And so it's like that confirmation, like, even if we're feeling down, and there's those days, like the day I got kicked out of the Creator Rewards program, when you start to feel down, and then you come across something like that, or you read a comment from someone in your content that was like, oh my God, this is what I needed. And there's even been a couple ladies that have said, have been in like darker places on comments, and, needed a little bit of ministering to. And so it was like, this is what it's about for me. Like, it's the impact. What did you say, PC? You're in gum tuppy. Me too, two times. Yeah, it's just, hey, yeah, I got kicked out. Yes, Miss Matthew. Okay, so it happened on November 26th, and I'm not the only one. It seemed like it happened to a bunch of people on the same day for the same reason. So something happened on November 26th, and the message says, your views have been disqualified from the Creator Rewards program. And the reason it said is because you have marked some videos, changed them to private or view only status, which I hadn't, and no one else that I talked to that this happened to either did the appeal, and they still said, yeah, no. And because it was a content thing, like I didn't raise it, I didn't raise it to you or anyone at GQ because it's a content thing. Like it's not something that happened in the live. Yeah. Oh, PC, it happened to you too. Yeah. I talked to I know at least 5 creators. No, they said we can reapply December 26th. And when I was pulling my stats today, I'm at like 95,000. So probably over the next couple days, I'm going to do a ton of 7-second videos to get them out there. But I'm at like 95,000 views. So I'm not even at the 100K views yet. Hey, Braids in the Boots, welcome in to get to the 100,000. But yeah, so we can reapply as early as December 26th. So I'm kind of, not to say I'm not going to do it. Okay. But it's just like, whatever. Like we know that, for me, like I think I only had one video that was even eligible that had qualified views. And I think it was like up to 38 cents. And not shying from the 38 cents because all the pennies add up. But yeah, no, I'm going to do the videos and reapply. Oh yeah, 26 cents. Yeah, we'll do it because it's just part of what we do here. But yeah, so, and I was like, okay, I said, I looked at it. I said, well, maybe this is just a test. Because I did, not to say it was cheating, but I had like one big viral video even before I had the followers. And so I was like, oh, well, maybe this is just their way of trying to test me to say, because they talk about like the 100K views, that is there as a requirement to, I guess, so you can demonstrate if you can go viral. So I guess the thought is if you've done it once, you should be, I don't know, maybe do it again. You did better than me. I had 2 videos that were longer than 1 minute. Oh, I had several that were longer than 1 minute, Miss Matthew, but they were only paying me for one. And then they kicked me out, so my little 38 cents or 36 cents, whatever it was, disappeared. Like, what is this craziness? But it's fine. Like I said, truly, like if you can go viral once, I guess that's sort of how it's intended. You should be able to do it again. And so I'm not doing bad. I'm at like 95,000. So I'm almost close to the 100K. So I'll get there in the next couple days. So, but yeah, 26. I know. It's just like, why even bother? But whatever. Of course, I'm going to stay the course. And I want to prove it to myself. Like I said, if I did it once and that, not to say it was a fluke. It was a controversial video that went, big viral. So I had the views even before the friends. But yeah, I want to see. Okay, so now let's see if I can kind of, do it again on just making my, regular content. So I'm almost there. So it's fine. I'm going to say the course, but it's just the learning. It's the learning every day, all the time. It's what we do here. We learn something new. We apply it. Because you will think of a series at the right time when God's put something. And you're absolutely right, Miss Matthew. You're right. And that's really how it happened. Because even that video that went viral, that was just something that was on my heart that day. And I just wanted to talk about it. And I was really asking a question because I thought it was maybe just my experience. And, again, 400. I think it's up to like 455,000 views right now, but I have like more than 4,000 comments. So I know that, okay, no, it wasn't just my experience. So you're right. It was just something that came on my heart that day. I made a piece of content and there it was. And even the last few over the last month since the kick out has been that too. Like I spoke on something and the views are there, on different videos. So you're right. he's in charge. I'm not stressing. I'm definitely not stressing or worrying about it, but I just keep staying the course. And like I said, if we've done it once, you can continue to do that, to have that kind of traction and staying in your course, delivering the message that I believe that God brought me here to deliver and to share. And like I said, to see the impact of that in real numbers, and like looking at some of my comments and taking screenshots to make my testimonial sheet, was just getting more of that confirmation that, okay, I'm on the right path. I'm doing the right thing. This is, stay here, because, when you go into other rooms and if there's like 50 or 80 people and I'm like, okay, I think my vision board party was probably the most people I've had in a room. Maybe I think at the highest it may have gotten up to like 25. Thank you, Miss Matthew. Yeah, and I believe that. Like, I believe I'm on the right path, and I'm not, but you go in a room with like 200 people and you're like, well, what am I doing wrong? Like, what's happening over here? And so, yeah, you can get a little discouraged, but, I shake that right off and just keep moving, because I know that, I heard another creator say it. How did he say it? I think he said your vibe attracts your tribe. So it'll come. And it's not even 2 months yet. So I'm just still staying the course and doing what I do, and just keep rolling and keep pushing and all of that. And just keep staying the course. And that's just what I intend to do. Yes. So I am, let me see. I think I hit my quota. Y'all. Oh, I'm over. Look at me. Go ahead, Rhonda. Yes. So I have only been doing an hour, Miss Matthew. So I think that's why I got the email. And we all got different emails from GQ saying different things. That's how they get 50 plus. Oh, wait, let me see. I didn't even read the first part. They're doing the engagement every day at the same time for 4. Yes, I've seen, like, and I've been in, I've been in a couple of rooms and I'm just like, oh my word. Yeah, they're in there for like hours. And hey, Best Sakes, thank you. Thank you for your heart, me. Yeah, the engagement lives. Exactly. And I know too that, they're intended for what they're intended for. And it's okay. And like I said, the folks that are supposed to be here, they find me. And so I'm not stressing. I'm not worried. I come in, I do what I do. And yeah, it's all good. It's all good stuff. And I'm just going to keep staying the course. So I am definitely, y'all, I'm going to finish this vision board tonight. And I'm going to finish my testimonials page. And I hope everyone has a happy holiday. If you don't celebrate, have a happy Thursday. Yeah, tomorrow's Thursday, right? Yeah. Happy Thursday. I'm not going to go live tomorrow, but I'm going to definitely pop on Friday. Thank you, Born Ready. You too. And it is like to come in and just support one another in each other's rooms, doing our thing. Thank you, PC. Thank you, VNA. Thank you so much. It feels good just to have support and community, and we're helping each other. We're just gonna keep doing and keep growing. OFC Club. Oh, I've seen you. You know what? Yeah, that you're another one. I think it's the heart. Maybe it's the heart emoji. I'm not sure. But your messages, your comments are being filtered. For some reason. But yeah, we're just gonna keep going and keep pushing. But yes, folks, thank you all for hanging out with me. Okay, PC, you watched my live for 200 minutes. Woohoo! Thank you for all of the support. And yeah, I am just excited, like I said, for what's to come and preparing for next week's live. And I'm already thinking about content for 2026 because I'm just a planner like that. And I'm going to start doing more batch recording. I don't know if any of you batch record, just because the way my life is set up, it's just easier to kind of do it that way. But yeah, so I'm planning out content, trying to at least stay 2 weeks ahead. So that's what I'm thinking about for 2026. I don't, but I need to. Okay, yeah. Everyone who does it, like, they seem like they're not stressed either about it. Like, yeah, for me, I'm thinking like the weekends is a great time, like Saturdays or Sunday, and just spend a couple hours and, record all the content for the week. And then it's there. And I love the schedule feature. so you can schedule them and they're already queued up and just ready to go. So I'm definitely going to start doing that too. Well, thank you all for coming and hanging out and supporting me as usual. I hope I've shared something that have motivated you, inspired you to take some action towards whatever you're trying to do and achieve in your life, either here on the platform or outside. And definitely I'll keep sharing and keep showing up. Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you, Sepoy. Merry Christmas, bestie, and all of you who celebrate. If not, if you don't celebrate, happy Thursday to everybody. I'm definitely going to take off tomorrow, but I'm going to come on Friday because I definitely want to show you all this vision board, and I have to show you my media kit and the image testimonials to hopefully inspire somebody to think about brand deals and think about how you, if you're not niche down, getting niching down so that you can, really be clear about who you're talking to and who your audience is so that you can attract those brands and get paid. I am claiming it for me in 2026 and all of you. Thank you all for supporting, for the TAPSs. If you have gifted, thank you so much. Thank you all for the love and support as always. Yeah, Sepoy, she is back in action. I was worried about her, Miss Matthew. I had to send her a couple messages and like, friend, are you okay? And I know, sometimes we need to take a break from, all the things we do, and it's okay to do that too. I'm not there yet. I'm just keeping pushing, but I pace myself. Now I may need a break after I start getting to these 2-hour lives, but we'll see. Miss Matthew, I'm definitely probably going to need to come to you for some advice because how do you marathon? I mean, I'm amazed. But yes. Thank you all. Have a good night. Have a Merry Christmas. Happy Thursday. And I will definitely see you all Friday and definitely roaming the streets. I'll be around. And these TikTok, the music. Okay. I have to get with the music. That makes sense. Okay, Sepoy. Well, yep, I got your bell on. So if you go live, I'll be there, friend. I miss seeing you in those travel tips. Now I need those travel tips. Thank you all. Have a good night. See you soon.